MacVoices is supported by Smile, the makers of world-class software like Text Expander. Find out about all their great utilities at smilesoftware.com. Hi, I'm Chuck Joyner. This is MacVoices at NAB in Las Vegas and ShowStoppers. Folks, I'm in the Blackbird, or at the Blackbird table, I should say, talking to Ian and Jeff about Blackbird, which is a cloud-based video platform. Now, you're probably familiar with a lot of sporting events where, shortly after the event finishes, you're seeing highlights as they roll out. Blackbird is one of those solutions that is responsible for that. Ian, it's good to see you.
You too, Chuck. Nice to meet you.
Jeff, thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
So, I'm not sure who's going to do the talking, but I'll let you
share it.
Okay, so I'll let you explain. I tried to do a little bit of background on what Blackbird is, but take us through it.
Okay, so the key thing about Blackbird is the engine of our product, and Blackbird is the name of our tool set. It is the codec is the only codec that has been designed specifically for manipulation of video in the cloud. And by that we mean that it's incredibly responsive, it's frame accurately, and it can be done remotely at a very low bandwidth. And that is what makes us different.
Okay, so and that's a subtle difference that a lot of us are not going to appreciate, that manipulation versus, I guess, editing or delivery.
Well, we can playback, but we're not just a playback codec. So most other cloud editors will use a derivative of H.264 or 5, which is difficult to make. It buffers. It's quite slow to manipulate it in the cloud. Blackbird feels like a workstation solution, but it can be a cloud solution too. So it's revolutionary in terms of cloud working.
Jeff, I guess how do I deliver video to this?
So the Blackbird platform really starts with edge technology, and that edge technology can reside anywhere you want. It's software, it transcodes video, audio, metadata, it will pick up metadata. The sources can be driven by live sources, closed files, growing files, and that transcodes only the codec, and the codec is what's delivered into the cloud. The high bit rate stays on-premise or localized. If we can touch it, we can register it, and we can create the proxy, and the proxy goes into the cloud. That's really the secret of being able to manipulate and give us that fluid manipulation in the cloud. When you need to manipulate it, we can edit, we can clip, we can layer, we could add alpha channel graphics, multi-camera. When the piece or the clip is complete, what we do is we trigger a conform and render against that high bitrate content, which is registered on-premise, and that is what is delivered to the final distribution point. That's what makes it super efficient.
I don't think I understand that it's the codec that's residing in the cloud.
That's correct. That is correct. It is absolutely the codec, and it really does give us that efficiency of working with very, very low bandwidth, with very, very high performance to manipulate, view, or perform any function you want within the Blackbird platform.
Ian, we were talking pre-interview about some of your clients, some of the people that are using this. They're pretty high-profile clients.
They are indeed. We work with the likes of IMG, for instance. We do a lot of we work with the European Tour for IMG. We also work with Madison Square Gardens here in the US, where we clip against all the New York Knicks and New York Rangers games. We add closed captions for them and then publish out to the digital media channels. We're also starting to work with individual sports stations and individual sports teams and franchises here too. So it's a very exciting market for us. But the solution is perfect for news. It's perfect for live events. Esports. We just closed our first esports customer here in the US. We have a few in the UK. So it's really a very exciting solution for that. We also have a live clipping solution for educational establishments. So we just have our first educational customer in New York as well, where live seminars are clipped and distributed using the Blackbird platform.
So we were talking about it being in the cloud, but it doesn't necessarily have to be in the cloud. This work can also be done locally.
Yeah, well, what we can do, the cloud data center, if you will, in our example here, it's in our cloud. It doesn't have to be. customers can host the cloud themselves. We can also serve up the codec on-premise so that it becomes an on-premise serve-up and only metadata gets exchanged with the cloud. Sometimes clients want to do that because all the work is being done on-premise, so why have to use internet bandwidth to do that? We can serve it up as a local area network. What we're really offering is something that's really scalable and flexible to work with whatever the customer's infrastructure, whatever that happens to be.
And if that is commercial cloud or private cloud or on-premise. So we can do AWS or we can do Azure, etc., and whatever fits in with the customer.
Exactly.
Now, we're talking about high-profile customers, large customers. How far down can you come to, say, a small broadcaster, someone that wants these capabilities, but maybe doesn't quite have the budget of a Madison Square Garden?
I think that's what we are a perfect solution for them. We can scale from very small to very large. Those emerging publishers that are publishing direct to social media, that have no legacy of specific hardware, bespoke hardware for generations. We can be an end-to-end solution for that kind of publisher, where we can do the production and the distribution side for them.
The website where folks can go to learn more and maybe see if it's for them.
It is at blackbird.video. You can learn a lot more about the solution. You can also see Blackbird in action on the site and see how flexible and manipulative it is in real time. So yeah, you should go and visit the site, blackbird.video.
Yeah, I think this is fascinating. This is the kind of things we all see watching TV, especially sporting events, and you really don't think about what it takes to deliver it to you seconds after the contest is over. So, good job, gentlemen. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Chuck. Nice to meet you.
Folks, I'm Chuck Joyner. This is MacVoices, back with more from NAB. Thanks for watching. Visit MacVoices.com for show notes and to connect with Chuck on social media. Get involved in our MacVoices Facebook group and get more out of your Apple Tech with MacVoices magazine, free on Flipboard. And if you find value in it all, consider supporting us at patreon.com/MacVoices and join these folks who help keep MacVoices coming to you. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media at backbeatmedia.com. Bandwidth provided by CashFly at cashfly.com.